gun control, government-run health care, abortion until the moment of birth. Bad idea after bad idea. Annie Andrews backs them all. I have a different background and vision for our state. I'm a hard worker with a servant's heart. I grew up in the back of a bar and liquor store in one room in central South Carolina. My parents worked long, hard hours to make ends meet. We didn't take vacations. If they were sick, they had to get up and go to work because the doors weren't open, we weren't making money. My mother passed away when I was 11 and my father just over.
You don't hear yourself talk, do you, Darlene? Your parents' situation, them having to get up and drag themselves into work, even if they were sick, is why we need things like universal health care. It's why we need things like robust social safety nets, things that you are apparently getting ready to vote against should you become the next senator from the great state of South Carolina. You grew up knowing how important social safety nets could be to a family because your parents did without them and suffered, sacrificed, worked sick, didn't have the things that they should have for people that worked as hard as. Not only did you make a case for universal health care, you made a case for a livable wage. Your parents couldn't afford to go on vacation even though they worked as hard as they did. Why? Why do you want to say that that's the thing to brag about? You should stand up there and go, listen, this is what I came from. These are the sacrifices that my parents made and the times that they had to suffer through. And now I want to change that for the next generation of South Carolinians. I don't want the next generation of South Carolinians to have to go through what my parents went through. I don't want them to have to grow up the way I grew up. Let's have a livable wage. Let's have universal health care. Let's make sure that people can go to work or start their own business. And either way, they're not going to have to worry about what kind of health care they have. They're covered. Either way, they're not going to have to worry about whether or not they're going to need to go on government assistance at the end of the month in order to be able to put butter and milk in the fridge and bread in the pantry, because at least we know they make a livable wage. How is it that you can make an argument for all of the liberal agenda while talking about your own background and the things that were wrong with it and still not grasp what we're talking about on the other side of the political aisle? We're trying to make it so that nobody else has to do what your parents did. We're trying to make it so nobody has to grow up the way I grew up. Piss fucking poor, living in a fucking shack, going to bed hungry, wearing hand-me-downs. Mom working 2 jobs, dad working 3. How do you not get it? And the sad part about it is South Carolina's probably going to elect her. They are. I mean, they kept electing her idiot brother. What makes us think they're not going to elect her?